Across America's farmlands, a silent war is raging, not against people, but against millions of wild boars destroying everything in their path. Fields that take months to grow can be wiped out overnight, leaving farmers helpless and communities on edge. These animals aren't just pests. They're smart, fast, and dangerously aggressive. But a new generation of hunters is fighting back with precision, technology, and teamwork. What follows isn't just another hunt. It's a real battle to reclaim the land from one of nature's toughest invaders. Across the United States, wild boars have become one of the most destructive invasive species ever recorded. Their presence stretches from the dense forests of Georgia to the plains of Texas and further north every year. What began as a few escaped pigs decades ago has turned into a nationwide crisis affecting farms, forests, and communities. For farmers, the impact is staggering. A herd of wild hogs can tear through acres of crops in a single night, leaving behind nothing but overturned soil and broken stalks. Corn, soybeans, peanuts, rice, and wheat. No crop is safe. These animals don't graze. They demolish. Their strong snouts act like plows, ripping up the earth and destroying root systems that took months to nurture. Each raid means thousands of dollars in losses, and when multiplied across counties and states, the total damage reaches billions every year. But the problem isn't just economic, it's ecological and personal. Wild boars compete with native wildlife for food, uproot young trees, and contaminate streams with bacteria from their waste. They spread diseases that threaten livestock, deer, and even household pets. For landowners, they represent both an environmental disaster and a safety concern. When cornered, these animals are unpredictable, fast, and aggressive. They can weigh over 300 pounds and charge with a speed that leaves little time to react. Many hunters have learned that a single mistake, a moment's hesitation, can turn a chase into a fight for survival. That's exactly what happened to Mark Reynolds, an experienced hunter from Oklahoma. One early morning, while tracking a large boar near the edge of a cornfield, the animal turned and charged. In seconds, the hunt became a confrontation. The wild boar's strength and determination were unmatched, but Mark's precision and training ultimately turned the encounter in his favor. Moments like these remind us that wild boar hunting isn't just sport. It's a crucial measure of control and safety. The wild boar's population explosion is the real challenge. A single female can produce 2 litters per year, with each litter averaging 4 to 6 piglets. In ideal conditions, she can give birth again within months. This rapid reproduction means the population doubles every few years, making containment extremely difficult. Current estimates suggest there are now more than 6 million feral hogs, spread across at least 35 states, and that number continues to climb. To control the damage, hunters, farmers, and wildlife agencies have united in a shared mission. Hunting is more than tradition. It's now one of the most effective management tools. From rural farmlands to dense woodlands, hunters use rifles, bows, and thermal scopes to track hogs, often at night when the animals are most active. Helicopter hunts, once rare, are now common in Texas and parts of Louisiana, allowing large herds to be targeted swiftly across vast ranchlands. These efforts don't just protect crops. They safeguard entire ecosystems. However, hunting alone can't solve everything. Experts estimate that at least 70% of the wild hog population must be removed annually just to keep numbers stable. That's nearly impossible without a combination of methods: hunting, trapping, and technological innovation. States like Texas, Georgia, and Florida have introduced advanced trapping systems capable of capturing entire sounders, family groups of hogs, at once. Remote-controlled gates, thermal imaging drones, and motion-activated cameras are now vital tools in the fight. Farmers play a major role too. Many have installed reinforced fencing and ground barriers, while others collaborate with local hunters to monitor movement patterns. Some communities have even developed hog management programs, offering incentives for population control and sharing real-time tracking data between landowners. It's a network built not from choice, but necessity, a modern-day defense against an ancient species that refuses to back down. Despite these efforts, the wild boar's adaptability makes them a formidable opponent. They can survive harsh winters, swim across rivers, and travel miles in search of food. Their intelligence rivals that of domestic pigs, making them cautious and hard to trap. In some areas, they've learned to avoid certain sounds and lights associated with hunters. Every year, they grow more elusive, forcing those who track them to evolve as well. On the ground, the hunts are intense. Teams move quietly through the fields, their eyes scanning through thermal scopes as heat signatures emerge from the darkness. Each step is calculated. A single misfire could spook the herd, scattering them into the woods. But when it works, when skill meets timing, the results are swift. Within minutes, dozens of boars can be brought down, preventing future destruction. The efficiency is crucial because every night new herds emerge, pushing deeper into farmland and suburban edges. Helicopter operations add another layer of precision. From above, pilots coordinate with marksmen, using night vision to spot herds across hundreds of acres. These missions often eliminate dozens of animals in a single flight, saving local farmers thousands in potential losses. It's not glamorous work. It's practical, necessary, and deeply respected in the hunting community. Still, there's an underlying balance that responsible hunters recognize. Every shot fired isn't just about removing an animal. It's about restoring equilibrium between people and nature. Feral hogs don't belong here in such overwhelming numbers, but they're not evil. They're survivors, adaptable, strong, and intelligent. The goal isn't eradication. It's control. Without that balance, rural America would continue to lose its crops, its wildlife, and its safety. Wildlife agencies are now exploring new frontiers. Research into reproductive control, bait-based vaccines, and fertility inhibitors is underway. These innovations, though experimental, could one day complement hunting and trapping efforts, offering long-term population management. Until then, boots on the ground remain the most effective line of defense. In many communities, hog hunts have become events that unite people. Farmers, hunters, and wildlife officers share information, equipment, and stories. Local butcheries and food banks often receive the harvested meat, ensuring nothing goes to waste. It's a cycle of responsibility, one that turns a problem into a resource and a threat into an opportunity. Even with progress, the scale of the challenge remains enormous. Each successful hunt buys time, protects livelihoods, and slows the spread, but the battle continues. For those who face these animals daily, the mission never truly ends. Every fence repaired, every crop saved, and every hunt completed is part of a broader effort to reclaim balance from chaos.